I haven't seen that.
Welcome.
Oh, I still haven't seen that. I don't need to watch it. Hello!
Welcome to Redline all the time. Anytime. Redline every time.
This time on Redline.
Episode 14. We are doing well. We're back. We've had a little break. In this week's show, we'll be talking about the Fury Usyk fight because we haven't had the chance to moan and gripe about it because I don't know whether I mentioned it, but we've been away.
Yeah.
Usual stuff. Why isn't it working? Off the rock cycles, which are a regular feature in the show. I think we literally can't live there. Bit of an Italy roundup. Our roundup of recent films. Get on that. And other usual such shizzle. So, let's start off top of the show.
Fury Usyk back.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Definitely.
So it's what, last 2 weeks or 3 weeks we've not been around, so it's been a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I've missed
So it's
you.
good. Missed you too, man. Missed you.
Oh, I missed you. I saw you the other day. Hardline.
Hardline.
Oh my word, I can't believe we didn't put that. Sorry, we're kind of like doing the notes for the show as we
go along. So yeah, as soon as we watched Fury Usyk before you guys went on holiday.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
what's your take, man?
I mean, like, at the end of the day, I have two takes on this. One, I won the bet.
Yeah.
Two, it was actually a really good fight. It was
not disappointing.
Nah, in terms of like, it was definitely showmany in terms of
Showmany, is that like in Europe?
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of, yeah, but it's but Fury was all over the place, very cocky, weren't he?
Yeah, I mean, that was the most
and then he got wobbled once, and then
he carried on show mode.
More than one. And then Usyk was just like, I'm having none of that. Knocked him out, caught him with a fast one, and then for the next 20 seconds, he's rolling Fury around the ring in a kind of conscious, unconscious sort of state.
Did you see that was
like he was knocking him out
and then
that's when the fight should have been stopped.
Oh, absolutely.
Fully agree.
That's
Fully
when
agree. However, like, had the fight been stopped, there would have been no rematch.
Yeah.
The only way the rematch could have been called, according to the contract, was if it was a split decision.
That's right.
Yeah.
However.
And it was no way a split decision.
No.
Usyk won that fight.
The amount of money. Yeah. Well, he came off the edge of the ring, fell onto the floor, and rather than going, right, you're out cold, mate. You know what I mean? You see it in his eyes. You can't even stand up.
Waited for him to get up and then stand.
That's 10 seconds.
That's when they should have called it, shouldn't he? If he was going to step in, he was stepping to stop the fight.
Stop the fight there.
Without a
his
doubt.
eyes were in the back.
Not giving him a standing 8 count, which lasted 20 seconds, and then the bell saved
Yes,
him.
the bell went straight after. Oh, mate, it's ridiculous.
Come on.
Ridiculous.
So I think we're pretty unanimous there in terms of the outcome of the Fury Usyk fight.
Fury probably won about 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah, I was going to say 3
that
rounds.
was it.
Tops. First 3.
Yeah, definitely.
No way a split decision, and no way it was that close.
Oh,
Definitely. Oh,
Usyk all the way.
Quick mention as well, whilst we've been away, Neil's been busy with our new, Bradley, I'll get on this. He's had our tops done for the next race.
And it's printed.
And we're all badged up with all the sponsors on. You see that?
Lovely.
All cool.
Yeah,
so yeah, big thanks to the guys at Forest for that.
Always much.
And to Neil for making stuff happen. Whilst we're not even in the country.
You guys the bikes, so I'll make it happen.
That's what we're here for.
The team manager of team managers.
Yes.
And you do good. You do a great job. We need some more stickers because we've literally
Oh,
passed them all over you.
Yeah.
Okay.
International, no, mate.
Oh
International.
yeah. Let's just hope no one takes offence because it's not
While
hard to
we're
figure
ordering
out who's
stickers,
stuck
while we're
on.
ordering stickers, do we need anything else from them? So that's
Stickers.
just stickers. Do we need bigger stickers? Do we need smaller?
Nah, those stickers.
Just stay as they are.
Oh, I've thought something else. No, I'm alright with those. I kind of like them.
I'll
Yeah.
get some more.
You're going to look at that now and then you're going to be like, ooh.
I can't see. I haven't got my glasses.
Oh, right, okay, cool. Right, so, moving swiftly on, where's Trotty?
Trotty, man.
He's been ghost.
I haven't heard from you. It's got to be 3 weeks, I think.
We're worried,
I don't know whether he was expecting a thing.
I think there was a sandwich video.
That's not happened, so that's not happened, which we apologise for.
Yeah.
But still, mate,
Sorry.
it's nearly 3 weeks since I've heard from you, so Where's Trotty?
And
again,
we need to also mention the elephant in the room as well in terms of Jack's sandwich video. It may not be for some time yet either. Which brings us on to our next topic. It was a good segue.
Why isn't it working?
Why isn't Jack
Why
working?
isn't Jack working? So,
I broke my hand.
Jack has joined the Scaphoid crew. He really has.
On a serious
Okay.
note, I know we look like we take the mickey all the time. This is a dangerous sport. Do you know what I mean? And
Things happen.
It's always the silly
fully
ones.
padded up,
that- yeah.
all the right gear, and of all the crashes he had, it was the awkward slow ones, like we always
Yeah,
say,
they're the ones
that
that
just
get ya.
flicked him off. Superman put his hands out, didn't have time to tuck and roll. Scaphoid. So seriously, speed is your friend.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, Jack's out of action for a little bit.
The bike's alright though.
Yeah, the bike survived really, really well. It did really well.
I know it usually does.
Speaking of bikes, finally fallen in love with the V10.
Finally.
So
Finally.
like Paul, mwah, it's taken a while. Downloaded the Fox
I found
tuning
this
guide.
browser on Strava.
Fox.
Yeah.
Downloaded the
So
Fox.
where did you go the other day where he happened to break his Scaphoid?
Oh,
Which part
so
was that?
we were at a new venue we've not been to before.
Dead far.
Distant.
Very distant
Very
local,
distant,
yeah.
and we will be pounding the out of it again
It was good, man.
when he recovers.
Yeah.
Good. Dirt Farm.
Yeah,
Farm.
Dead
Wales.
Farm.
Mate,
Abergavenny.
Dirt Farm, Wales, loved it, right?
Missions away, but it was beautiful.
You get like bike on, and it's like, there's no fucking about, you come off the road, sorry my man, you come off the road, you park there, there's a little like, sort of company office thing there,
Right.
and get up there, there's none of this like park here, it's like that,
No
blah, blah, blah.
food, no
And then
shop, toilets.
the uplift pulls up, and it's a Massey Ferguson, do you know what I mean? It's like a tractor with this custom trailer on, and we're like, the dudes there taking your bikes off, you're hanging them up. Honestly, then you jump on, and because you're like, well, it's like 9 or 10 riders all in like the front bit, of it. And anyone that's overflow just sits on the little like
Log planks
bosun's
and-
chairs in between the uprights where the bikes go. It's
Dodgy
just
as
like,
hell, you're there
yeah,
bouncing about
it's
going
like
over
the
things.
best thing ever.
Yeah.
So like, there's all these people here like close proximity, and you just have like a really good buzz. Like we met some cool guys from
Austria.
Holland. Is it? I apologise for my pronunciation. It was Geit and Xander,
Yes.
and the two other guys. I hope you've had a great time. They were staying in South Wales doing Bike Park Wales again.
Yeah, and the Forest of Dean.
And the Forest of
Yeah.
Dean, yeah, we were trying to persuade them to go to Dovey, and it was like, oh, you gotta go, we'll come. Do you know what I mean?
And this is the reason why we need stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These
so
guys
like,
are planting them all about Italy.
and the guys from the
everywhere else.
Midlands as well.
From Birmingham.
From Birmingham, yeah, we
Yeah,
did those guys. He was wearing a Dovey hoodie, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was wearing a Dovey
He was in a
t-shirt.
Sheffield Girder, wasn't he? He was on
Yeah,
there. He was on orange.
and then there was another guy on the Kona Stinky, weren't he? The green one.
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
that
yeah.
wore the neck brace.
Yes, yeah. He was cool. So like, it's our calling card now. So we've just started giving the stickers. Everyone loves a sticker.
Start chatting.
Lid sticker. But it means people can just search us, find us. But the guys from Holland are coming back like August, September, and doing more North Wales. So it was like, can't wait.
Yeah, sweet.
Taken for the first run round Dovey, show around Stiniog, all the usual stuff. That'll be like.
That'll be good fun.
So yeah, other guys, hope you got home safe. You
Yeah,
kept it
man.
safe. About the poor bloke also at Dirt Farm. Honestly, I'm laughing, but it's funny because he was all right? So I'm coming down one of my runs, and there's a guy carrying the bike, right, front wheel down, wheeling it. And I was like, oh, he's had a punch. But as I got past him, he was like, fuck, are you all right, mate? Yeah, fine.
The bike's
And
not-
like, honestly, the back wheel looks like Pac-Man, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and like the tyres still on, and the, you know, like
Yeah,
the
it's just-
inserts
yeah.
and all, and he's like, honestly, it looks like aliens like popped out of the back of his bike, and I'm like, oh, yeah, so. And then I do another run, and he's made his way down, and he's just laying on the floor, this bike, like, and honestly, I've never seen, unless like you're on Hardline, which we'll get to later,
Yeah.
or like, you know, World Cup stuff, where when the case of jump it destroys the back wheel, right? And it like the rims like the whole thing's caved in. I was like, man, that sucks. It's a brand new rim I went on yesterday. We were like, dude, he's
Back
like, yeah,
to
I
the
know,
bike
yeah,
shop.
yeah.
So
Back to the
you
bike shop.
happened to make a video of it, didn't you?
Right, so we were
That-
chatting with him, Frank,
yeah.
and his lovely wife, and to be fair, they were like really, really nice people, and they were taking it super well, and we were commiserating with them, because it was funny because it was just so extreme,
Yeah, it
and
was.
they were all
because
being dead cool about it.
I think they
So-
understood that.
So I nipped to the van to get a GoPro, and then he's walking off, and the bike's going, then he just got hacked off with it, picked the bike up. As I approached the I'm like, yeah, dude, do us a favour, you wouldn't just push it a bit, would you, for some footage? He went, yeah, sound, popped it back down, shoved it along, it was like that, mate, thank you so much. That's like defo going in the potty, so heart goes out to you, mate, we're glad you survived, the bike will fix, Hope Monmouth bike shop, Monmouth Cycles, was it?
Something
He was
like
like,
that,
gonna
yeah.
like bail you out, and I loved it because he was like, well, if they've not got any wheels, I've got a bike there that I really fancy. He's like, I'll fix it by buying a new bike. I'm like, that's Redline AF, mate, right there.
My
Do you know what I
favourite.
mean?
So
Friend
we'll
of the
put that
show.
video here, will we?
Yeah,
Somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have that running here whilst we're talking because it does make a cool noise though. Right, so let's just stop for a second or two.
That, yeah.
I was kind of hoping to get a little, give it a push because that's just like the funniest like.
It is full on Pac-Man, isn't it?
That's just amazing. I am devastated for you, my mate, but that's
Why?
because then we can put the video there, right, and the noise of it going, because that's as funny as everything else. So, that's Dirt Farm,
Yeah.
that's Broken Arm, that's what happens if you badly case a jump. And it wasn't a bad case, I don't think he was just super unlucky, but
Yeah,
it was like,
just caught his wheel on the
oh,
wrong.
dude, it was ridiculous. We alluded to it earlier on, but we have to keep bringing it up because Off the Rock Cycles, the guys.
Oh, man.
I think last time we did the podcast, he'd opened the shop at
That's right,
at 8:30 on a Saturday night.
Handlebars, wasn't it?
Handlebars and
Yeah.
stem. The steerer tube on the top of the forks had
Oh,
creased.
mate.
Like, I have no
Bent
idea
it
how
was
to do it.
like the wheel. It was
So,
ridiculous.
which is why the bars wouldn't tighten up anyway. So we left the bike with him. We buggered off to
We left
Italy.
both bikes with him.
We left both bikes with him. My bike's been there as well. Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
My bike's been there. So whilst they're there fixing the steering tube thing, they've also realised that a lot of the bearings in the back need changing, so they've all been done. There was a problem with it switching on and off, which he's been moaning about for ages.
Oh, yeah,
They put that down
yeah.
to one of the internal cables, so that's a new
That's been
Shimano
done.
part got in. Sorted, put a brand new headset in it, new rear bearings, steering tube down to like adjust the steering tube
Cut
and
it
like
down, yeah.
adjust it with,
Right.
cut it down, remove
off the-
some of the spacers,
Yeah.
and then like rise the bars.
You didn't even rise the bars.
You're not risking, just put them.
Same bars that long.
And he jumped on it and went, oh my god, that feels better than 10 rounds. And like, when you drop it now, it just goes, boom. Instead of like, so anyway, they front to back to, and he always looks after us.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
He's-
He's
And like,
generous.
and I'm like, I broke it again, do you know what I mean? And he's like, this whole thing with the neck hanger now is,
Bikes, not.
it's been there for a couple of weeks, and the solution is now, right, to get this screw out for where the neck hanger is mysteriously sheared off. It's now going to be stripped down to its component parts,
Yeah.
right, so that the top section of the rear triangle can come out. So whilst it's off, it's having all new bearings, because you might as well, right? It's going to go to a machine shop who are going to weld in and fill the old screw hole, because that's a stainless screw, which
Right.
is harder than the metal
yeah,
around,
yeah.
right?
Soft alley.
So we're going to get 3 new back hangers,
Right.
and he's going to precision engineer the 3 new back hangers to have another hole next to it, and the new blind tapped hole in the place where it's. So I'll have 3 back hangers custom fit that will fit into a hole next to the one that we can't get the screw out.
Okay. Wow.
And honestly, like the guy Colin at West Wallasey Fabrication, we took it down there today.
Yeah,
And
beautiful
was
dog
like,
as well, didn't
oh
he?
yeah,
Kate
and then
Coulter.
like a Series 1 bus
Big
as
Kate
well
Coulter,
over. You're
yeah.
like, oh, you're my kind of guy. And I looked at it, I was like, man, I don't know what you're going to do. And he just had 5 minutes, like not even that, looking at it, he went, well, yeah, what we'll do, I've got an idea, is we'll just do that. And I'm like, so right, what do you need? And he went, just into the smallest possible parts you can get it.
I can give you one.
So then we threw it back in the van, took it straight back to Adam Off the Rock Cycles and went, so I need you to do it. He's
Here
like,
it is again.
yeah, so no problem.
After
So,
just getting your V10 back.
after just getting the V10 back, and we'll get on to the V10.
Off the rocks.
Again, so off the rock cycles.
Always, man.
Wallasey, honestly, as far as bike shops go,
above and beyond.
It's like so far above and beyond. It's unbelievable. Yeah, we do appreciate it. We love your work, and like we couldn't be more grateful, mate. So, thank you. Right, Italy riding.
Oh man!
I don't know whether we mentioned it, but
in the Dolomites, in the bloody Dolomites.
So we get to the hotel, right, and it's like, right, we need to rent bikes, and everywhere rents bikes. You're like, oh, here we go. So you look on the menu, and there's a couple of like rev and go, like shopping bike G-bikes. You're like, yeah, that'd be fun, right? Well, let's go down the other side. Oh, they've got a couple of hardtail high bikes.
I saw that.
Right?
Got the
So you go, oh, I prefer something with rear suspension and a little bit higher end front suspension. But hey, do you know what?
It'll do.
Like so, and it's cool because instead of like going buggering about with like passports and driving licenses, you just sign for it. They're in the hotel. You're like,
just out of the hotel.
So you go down, you have a look, you're like, yeah, cool. And do you know what? Right, you jump on it. And it fit like a glove. I spent literally all day on it and was like fresh when I got off. No backache, no nothing. Like, all right, the tyres weren't exactly designed for where we took them.
No.
Neither was the suspension because like these are aimed at like your commutery, like hybrid.
Easier high-end commuters.
First thing we did was like, right, find somewhere high, aim it at the top, and fucking see how far up we could get, and then ride it down. You're like, oh my god. Oh, and the other thing was. Brakes were the other way around.
Oh, really?
So that was like
your back brakes on your left,
and like
your
the
left,
suspension
your brakes
on your right.
Oh, it was so funny.
Yeah,
so like
the other way around.
We ripped it all around these mountain trails. How we survived that. But they've got Yamaha drivetrains on them.
Oh, right? Mate, they were boss.
Everyone thinks Shimano, Bosch, and all the bros rubbish that's specialised. No one ever talks about the Yamaha thing. Within a few minutes of getting on the Yaman, right? You're like,
so good.
Oh my god, these things like the algorithm, the pedal assist.
They've got an automatic mode as well, which cycles depending on how much power you're putting into
it. Pretty good. We put like 70k on it, like in a day, and it come back with battery left.
Jesus Christ!
And we got it in auto mode, so auto. Just when it feels more low, it just ups the power.
Right.
And then when you're just cruising, it backs the power up. And like you don't feel it at all. You just as soon as you lean on the pedals, it just goes. Yeah. So it's like, and then it's back.
Massive battery as well.
Huge
batteries. Lowest mode, it gives you like an estimation of how many it'll give. Lowest mode, full charge, 200k.
We had no reason to disbelieve it. And we were like, me and him coffee, I was like that, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll get a couple of them and we'll see how far away from the hotel we can get before we run out of batteries, you know what I mean? All day, we're going to have to turn around, we're like, it's high bike. So, high bike, nice one.
Well done.
Honestly, a great experience, it was dead comfy, it handled well. Range is brilliant. The Yamaha stuff, right? If I was ever going to get another e-bike again, I'd certainly look for a Yamaha thing. So well.
Fast.
The bikes are really cool.
Comfy despite it being a hard
really comfy,
Well, while we're in Italy, Mauro at Lonard.
Yay!
Mate, his watch has gone into production.
Has it?
They're available. I think he's ready to sell. And you should be expecting your parcel real soon, Mauro.
So, does that mean we're going to get like a link that we can share for
hopefully,
buy your Lonard here? Oh, mate, honestly, I'm so excited, I can't wait. And we've got brand buddies doing motor racing as well. They're going to do was it like a fourth or a third at Spa or something?
He got a second place in that. I'm sure he said he got on the podium.
I was like that, messaging him like that. Yo, brand buddy, good to know. It was so cool. I was like, now I know all the Fox riders feel. Wow, I'm so pumped to be in the Fox family like that. Well, our family, mate. And now it's not just us. It's like, it's so good, so good.
So that's exciting stuff happening with Lonard.
Big things.
Absolutely brilliant. Couldn't be more pleased. Whilst we're still on the subject of Italy, and we didn't know you were in Milan because Jack and I nipped to Milan. Did we mention we were recently in Italy? I can't remember. So went to Milan, spent more time travelling to Milan than we did in Milan. However, Milano, so cool.
Gorgeous place.
It's like busier than London, but it's just not as aggro or grumpy or horrible. It's like cool as busy.
Smile on the face.
Italy smells like everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Like
it's like a perfume shop wherever you go.
it doesn't smell great. Even like Lil Aaron smelled ace, but just because everybody in there smelled ace.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like super.
Italians.
Speaking of friends of the show, Vin Giggs.
Really?
How are we doing on the
I think
GT
he's still waiting to hear whether the application's accepted. And he's going big with this travelling around America with it as well.
Yeah.
He's getting other teams to join in. He's already in the planning stage of doing it, and he doesn't know whether he's got one yet.
So
he's getting teams involved. He's getting people to meet him at certain sections around the thing. He's making it a huge deal.
Mate, we're right behind you, Vin.
Yeah.
Right behind you.
You've got to get a Mustang GTD.
So did you see he taking the blue one out for a little spin the other night, right? And there's a picture of it parked in the Blue Ridge Mountains somewhere.
Yeah.
And I commented like that, Blue Ridge Mountains. There'd be shiners running in all directions here in that thing coming rumbling through the forest. You're like, we're getting out here, where are you going? Like moonshine, so
yeah,
Blue Ridge Mountains. You go like,
Yeah.
I think there's a helicopter coming in or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still out,
Tanks.
So man, you've got to get that.
Yeah, you've got to.
Dude, like, yeah, you definitely have. What else have we got? So we've done Dirt Farm. Have we done Dirt Farm?
Yeah.
We've done Dirt Farm.
We did.
We've done Italy Riding. We've done
Yeah.
Off the Rock. Welsh Enduro round 3 this weekend.
Sunday.
Unfortunately,
Broken arm.
obviously, Jack's not going to be
Not
riding.
racing.
And because my bike is currently clamped into a milling machine somewhere in Wallasey, mine's unlikely to be ready as well.
Yeah.
So if it is, we're going to get down there, see if we can get down there and get some practice done.
If not,
If it's not, then
Not happening.
there's not much we can do about it. I mean, like, bike is out of action.
It's all
Yeah.
right.
Not working.
So that's Welsh Enduro round 3. Why isn't Jack working? Why is that working? Where's Trotty? We've done. Fury Usyk. Whilst we're in Italy, moving swiftly on, and this will go on from there. We've got Europe Prezi.
Oh, right, man. It was brilliant, this. So we're like, we needed to get some last bits of presents. And on Friday there was a market which had...
How much to be worried?
No. And previously, the market was previously in Bardolino.
Okay.
We kind of seen it, but we didn't check it out properly.
Right.
So Friday, last
You
day...
don't actually say what it is though.
No,
so
last day, and it's like, Sam, we'll go shopping. And we walked past this, and we went,
both stopped.
stopped, looked back, looked at each other, and went, Neil. And like, just looked at the bloke and was like, we'll have that, please.
How about this straight away?
Honestly,
I can't wait to
the
see
quickest purchase of our life.
Yeah. The easiest present to buy. We've got so much to do as well. We've still got like tech corner to do. Explain why there's a shoe on the table.
Listen, Magpeds.
Right, well we'll get on to that.
Magpeds,
Like,
yeah,
like,
Magpeds.
I could be doing that whilst you discuss something else on the list, like Hardline or
So
Dot.
just
Go
put
on,
my hand in and
go
take
on,
it
go
out.
on.
I'll do
Yeah,
it
yeah,
first.
Yeah, go on.
And one copper.
Wait till you see it.
Now I'm worried. Junior.
Fully functioning. Neil
Absolutely
side.
fully
Neil
functioning. Neil side. I love you, man. I couldn't leave it on the stand. It was like, no way to borrow us bloody like coffee
For
machine.
your
Wow, look
espresso.
at that.
So I'm thinking like getting from work, 2 bells afternoon, like that, a little shot of espresso just on the thing. And they look, if you keep it clean, they look cool as on the thing, do you know what I mean?
It's an ornament as well
There
as
you go.
practical.
Thanks. Appreciate it. That is Junior.
All the way from the Italia, mate,
Yeah.
an actual genuine Italian coffee maker.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
No, my
Love
pleasure.
that.
My pleasure.
That's that done. I'll tell you what, let's leave it up there as a little memento.
Absolutely. That's
Neil's
Italy,
Prezi. Oh, Magpeds, right? Magpeds. Let's keep it on mountain bikes. So,
Someone said never put a shoe on the table.
to
I even done it within 10 minutes.
And with
to
a
clip
walk in and there's
or
a bloody
not.
shoe on the
Let's see,
table.
should we just do it this way so we get down? There you go. To clip or not to clip?
That is the question.
And I was talking to Tim Hartshaw
Yeah.
when we were at
right,
Fort
okay.
Bill about it.
Right.
And they both went, well, you can get these magnetic pedal things now. And I was like, shut the front door. What?
Magnetic pedals.
Magnetic?
You must be
Which
crazy.
is sort of clips and not clips. I then completely forgot about it till we went on Oddity last week. And we were having the same discussion. And it was around Hardline time coming up, and we were like, oh, would you clip, would you wouldn't clip?
Nice.
So, and then we started talking about these. So I did a bit of research, and they're called Magpeds. It's a company, a European company, I think they're Austrian.
Yeah.
Magpeds. And it's basically a pedal with a dirty great big magnet in it. And you get an SPD shoe like this. And you take the bottom off, and instead of putting cleats,
if it has a bottom.
instead of putting cleats in, I'll take the corner. We'll just do this whilst we're on air. So you take the screws out, alright, and underneath your shoe, you've got this little plate. So instead of putting like a daft cleat in that you've got to twist and spring loads and stuff like that, you basically put a metal plate in.
You just put your foot down.
Right? One standard metal plate. So you either put it that way if you want your pedal to be there, or you put it that way if you prefer to be more on the toe.
Okay.
Right? And you can just move it around. So we found a set of Magpeds. They're about 110, 120 euros, right?
Yeah.
There's some guy who got a bike, came with him, wasn't into them, took them off and put them on eBay, put them on Marketplace, like 30 quid.
Alright.
So I was like, hey, do you know what? We'll have a go. So, funny story. We sent him, we was on holiday too, we were on holiday, hooked up when we come back, dead sound. He reckons, oh, it'll be a £5 for postage. So instead of sending him 35 quid, I sent him 40 quid. I was like, well, here, just in case it's any more. He posted them to me and messaged me and went, yeah, I'll send us your bank details. I've got £4.79 change. And you're like, man, no, honestly, like, I'm thrilled.
That's cool.
So there you go. That's literally all you do.
Right.
And then the pedal itself in the spindle has got like a magnet, up to a 200 Newton magnet in the spindle. And as you put your feet on, you go click. And you don't have to twist to get out.
Right.
But if my bike weighs 12 kilos and I've got 20 or 100, like what is it, 200 Newton, which is 20 kilos of like
magnetic force.
I could pick my bike up with one pedal.
Right.
And then, but you just go
less than
click.
20 kilos.
So if you stuck too much to your pedals, you take that little plastic plate off and move the metal closer to your shoe.
Right.
But unlike a cleat, you can walk in it because it doesn't stick out from the bottom of the shoe. And you don't clip in. So it's a bit like, so we got home, good old chain reaction still like closing down. So managed to get these Pinnacle, very stiff sole, which is what you want.
Yeah.
Like
50
quid. And picked up another pair of 510 free rider, like mid, like waterproof leather. Oh, and they were even cheaper.
I got myself.
So it was like a two shoe day today, or 4 shoe day.
Yeah.
So we're going to give them a go. The Magpeds are on the way. They should be here fairly soon. The plates arrived from Austria in 24 hours.
Jesus.
And they sent them to the wrong address. So like the person at Withens Lane where we used to live was like, oh, he doesn't live here anymore. DHL rung me last night and they were here today.
Wow.
After attempting to deliver them at Withens Lane. You're like, oh my God. So big up DHL, friend of the show. Big up Magpeds, right?
Definitely.
It's really hard to find information about them in terms of like a UK.
It's not a big thing either, is
it?
So
you've not tried them yet?
No, it was just like, sounds like a really good idea,
good.
do you know what I mean?
You need to try them, don't you?
Yeah, so we're going to give them a go. I've got, like I say, for 30 quid for some pedals.
Because you might go, that's not for me, do you know
exactly,
what I mean?
like other people have, but for 30 quid for the pedals, and like 45 quid for a pair of shoes, and I think these were about 25 quid for 2 sets, including delivery from Austria. So I'm into it for like, what, 100 quid? For just the cost of the pedals, and then you need spud shoes and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to give them a go, and we're going to see what they're like. And judging by the way that rode yesterday at Dirt Farm,
with the attraction,
bit of that, you know, you can get some nice steeds. You should never case a jump again because you can always like just
lift your back legs up.
You know what I mean? So
there
you go. Tech corner.
Done.
Magped cleats fitted whilst chatting. Right, that's that sound.
Tyson. Mike Tyson.
This is a long podcast.
Yeah.
Should we do this in 2 hours and like we'll just like.
Yeah, well, Mike Tyson and the Jake Paul fight's been postponed.
I mean, I heard that Tyson pulled out completely.
Well, it's been postponed, but it's got no foreseeable
it's got no
future date. You know what I mean?
You should have seen his face.
It was
It was from the soul. It was from the soul.
We're going to wind that back in my soul.
But I think we're all
You
disappointed.
two are like, rah, 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 in the background, he's just like,
But I think
I'm not happy, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm not.
no.
I'm not.
But I mean,
tell him, Dan, express. At Mike Tyson, big fan.
friend of the show.
However, don't have something to say.
We'll never say a bad word against you,
Disappointed.
Mike.
Yeah.
Never.
Never.
I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. That is the point.
Oh, spoken like a true mum or dad. That one. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. The fight's been postponed with no foreseeable date.
So, is it like further gamesmanship? Is it
Right.
What's
I don't know.
is
I
it
think-
conspiracy?
I don't think
I want to
there's-
believe that Big Mike is actually
It's
suffering.
genuine.
Yeah, no,
And,
genuinely.
Genuine.
Because like Mike Tyson's gone to the thing with he's clearly not blagging it on. There's clearly no sort of media conflict because they postponed the fight,
Yeah.
and because Mike Tyson can't train, Jake Paul's not allowed to.
Right.
Meaning they have
Right.
equal fight.
Ah,
I
okay,
reckon
okay,
in this
okay.
contract there is age advantage in terms of like, well, he's bloody almost 70. You know what I mean? It's like at the end of the day, he's an old man. He shouldn't be fighting this in terms of
Is he
body.
nearly 70?
Nearly 70.
He's
He's 56.
in good nick for 70.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, he's nearly 60.
Sorry, Big Mike.
Yeah.
I'd never
Yeah.
accuse you of being 70, mate.
But no, I don't think Mike would have pulled out
Ever, even
unless
No.
he genuinely.
Unless he's had a big health scare. But
Unless
he's
he's
just,
genuine. Because
he's just had an ulcer.
whether he was 50% fit, mate, he'd fight.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think it's got to be genuine that he's pulling out for whatever reason.
I honestly want to believe that it is genuine just because I believe in Big Mike and
Yeah.
I've always wanted to believe that it was a genuine fight,
course.
that it was
I don't
in
think
the
there'd be
ring,
any
not like that
stunts.
Fury
Same.
thing.
No, that was-
I think they almost have to have a fair, proper fight now because of the farce that was that.
Yeah.
Because if this goes like split decision rematch, all that nonsense again, it's like you've both just ruined boxing.
Boxing's
I
gonna
do.
die.
Like, really?
Anyway,
There
boxing as well,
won't be a rematch anyway, because this will be Mike's last fight ever. He
Yeah.
won't
Yeah,
fight
like, I
after
don't
this.
think even Jake
Do you know what
Paul
I mean?
would,
There will be
that's
no
not wasted
rematch.
on him.
Yeah.
It's like, it's his final fight, final professional fight. Like, would you want to be, I mean, you claim to be his friend. You actually get to give him the best present ever, which is like that record of like still winning your last fight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It-
You want them? No way, is he going? He's not going to let him win.
Who, Jake Paul?
Just purely because of ego purposes, you know what I mean? That's all it is, he's building his career on ego. You know what I mean? It's like
What if he stands to gain more by Mike Tyson beating him because of the connection he has with Better?
There is that.
Because it
There is that.
could
but-
change.
If everyone backs Mike or everyone backs Jake and the bet is either way, honestly, that's why I can't see that it's a fair fight in terms of like insider.
Scoring.
It's like
You might
Jake
not, you might not have
Paul's
won
going to
the-
make
Exactly.
a lot more money out. Than
Yeah,
Mike
you might not
Tyson.
have won the fight,
But look,
but how much did your mates bet?
Yeah,
and how much did you
yeah,
bet on the
that's
different
right, yeah.
names? Because like that, realistically,
I just think Mike going into it genuinely, and he was gonna.
I think he
knock
still
him out,
is. I just,
lads.
so
that's why I think it's a genuine reason he's had to pull out. Otherwise, he wouldn't have done.
no, definitely not.
No way.
okay, fair dues. So the consensus there is we have no consensus.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
in fact, the only consensus there is we're still Team Mike, and we still think you're going to knock him out.
we hope you're
And
better.
we're hoping that like your ulcer repair.
Wishing you well.
There's me, like
Absolutely.
Mike Tyson, friend of the show. I'll just address him directly, Mike.
Get well soon.
Be well
mate.
soon, mate.
Yeah. Speed of
And knock him out.
Yeah.
Right, moving swiftly on.
Ah.
Fall Guy.
Oh yeah,
Guy.
movie roundup.
Fall Guy.
We
Who's
need
seen
like
it?
we need like a movie
seen it?
thing.
Who's seen the Fall Guy? Anyone seen the Fall Guy? Seen
me.
the Fall Guy? Seen the Fall Guy?
I don't know.
Did you not get the memo?
No.
Yeah,
He doesn't
okay.
read it.
You
Read
need
it.
you need to watch that.
You don't really agree with us.
Oh, there's been a lot of that happening.
I mean, we would have watched the original series back in the day. The remajors and
I might jump and open the bridge, I might roll
Yeah,
a brand new car. Yeah.
So yeah, I was looking forward to seeing it just because I used to watch that.
Yeah.
And it was good. I enjoyed it. There's
Yeah.
lots of stuff going on. Better than Roadhouse.
So we they don't even comparison. So we arrive in Italy, clever arse here. We've got the fire stick. We've got everything we need.
No,
you know what I mean? To obviously watch legitimate pay for
That's what I
TV,
was
not for
saying.
any
There's
other
nothing
reason.
Netflix.
Like Netflix and what
Netflix.
have you.
Absolutely.
Like Amazon Prime.
He does subscribe.
And you, so should you.
And yeah, and in any way condoning that kind of behaviour. Moving swiftly on. So we get there, and I'm thinking, sound, I'll plug this in, plug it into the TV. The telly's on the wall, there's like no plugs and sockets around it. And you plug the USB thing in, connect to the Wi-Fi, boom, laughing. And for those like quiet days, like, we won't even start the Fire Stick because the telly's not got enough power on the USB to run the Fire Stick. So we're like, we're screwed. So we're trying to find a plug. It's like, we've got like adapters and stuff. Like, there's just no way, is it? And we've not got one to reach to the other side of the room. So you're like, okay, so anyway, that's it, done for watching TV, because it was Monaco Grand Prix that weekend, and some other bits and bobs, and the Hardline build up, and we're like, oh, we just want to watch YouTube. Like, so it was the next day, I think we were bugging around on bikes.
No, we were in Milan.
Was it the next day? We were
on the train to Milan.
So we just sat there, like, there was like the weather all of a sudden decided to play a part, so we turned up in the morning for a quick, like, 2-hour trip to Milan, which involves a bus to where we go to Peschiera to the station, and then a train to Milan. So we get there, and it's supposed to be like gloriously sunny, so we're there in t-shirts and like flip-flops and sunglasses, like, ciao, do you know what I mean? We arrive at the station, and it goes, hailstone from hell, out of nowhere, bouncing off me, and then we just stood under this train station going, where are the trains?
Welcome to Milan.
Like, where are the trains? We stood there for another like 5 minutes or so, and then it was like, there's a station announcement, and it's in Italian. And he went, I think the trains are off. I'm like, you know what, that makes sense. There's like a lot of people queuing up outside in coaches and all sorts. So we obviously, like, at this point, like, not knowing any Italian, it's like, how do you start talking about rail replacement buses and where they go to? Like, if you haven't got a clue about anything Italian. Fortunately, they spoke English, which again, like, wonderful thing. So we established that the one day we want to use the Italian train network is the one day of the year where the train meister has decided that they're going to track walk most of the movie. Like, oh god! So then it was a bus replacement to wherever, Brescia, and then a train from Brescia to Milan. So it took hours and hours. We just sat there on this bus, like,
get there.
I've been looking for like stuff like for. Talking with like Maddie about this evil eye thing, which is like, whoa, like the whole like Greek mythology thing, got totally absorbed in that for a bit, and then all of a sudden went, you've brought your little gadget for your phone. I've got a USB adapter for my phone, which gives me a USB port. So I was like,
okay.
What we're going to do here? We're going to we're going to use my phone as a power supply, back to the Fire Stick, got it working, balance the suitcase under it so the cable was long enough, right? Fired up the Fire Stick, and then we're like, all we needed to do then was get onto the Wi-Fi, but until you put a room number in and like everything else, it like, and Fire Stick just goes, we don't just need a network and a password. It wants you to put stuff in, so it's like, rubbish. So then we had to do a little dance with the phone, connect to both networks at the same time. Anyway, we got it working, and we were able to watch it. And one of the things we watched was The Fall Guy.
Yeah,
right?
baby.
He's like The Fall Guy. Watch this. And we're lying there in bed going, I'm fully prepared for this to be like an hour and a half with like Ryan Goslingness of your life that you're never going to get back, right? But watch the original series, and it was like, well, give it a go, right?
20 minutes in.
With
each other.
Yeah, like,
that was bloody good.
Like,
this is pretty
funny.
good, this, isn't it? Yeah.
There's stuff blowing up, there's cars rolling, there's car chases,
comedic romance,
funnies, the dialogue is hilarious.
The split screen while they're on the phone.
Emily Blunt is brilliant, do you know what I mean? Like, the whole thing. So The Fall Guy, go watch it, and right at the very end, the original Colt Seavers, whose name is, he was Steve Austin as well, wasn't he? Lee Majors, and Heather Locklear. Actually a little cameo at the end, and it's like, why Skeletor stood next to Lee Majors, and she goes, and sounds like Dolly Parton, right? Which is why we got Dolly Parton written down. Another seamless segue.
It just like goes from one.
That's why we decided to start recording before we finished the notes, because by the time we got down to it was like, oh, we might. So anyway, so there's Heather Locklear, like, stood there looking at like a plastic nan who can barely say a word.
And then you got Lee Majors looking
looking ace, looking really good. You know what I mean? She can't move her face because of all the surgery. She's literally like a waxwork of herself. She gets a couple of lines of dialogue off, and then you're like, oh my god, she looks like Dolly Parton. Then a couple of days later, I'll see a reel of Dolly Parton on Insta, And it literally is a skin-covered skeleton with lipstick and this massive pair of fake boobs. And you're like, is that Dolly?
That's Dolly Parton.
God, like that. Oh, it is. Terrifying story. Dude, that Dolly, I'm a big fan of Dolly Parton. Like, do you know what I mean?
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
However.
Man, all that surgery though, do you know what I mean? It just goes to show.
How old is she?
Like,
She's got to be in her 80s, easy.
Yeah, I hope she's older than that.
Easy.
She's like,
She probably.
I don't know, Google it. But yeah,
Grace little whorehouse in Texas. Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton.
That's right, yeah.
Belter film.
She's easily got to be mid-80s.
Definitely.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, probably not a bit. A bit more of that. Like Helen Mirren rocking it. No, I wouldn't imagine a massive, like more than 10 years, maybe. Do you know what I mean? But you're like, oh my god. Yeah, I know which one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. So we've done Ving gigs, right?
Yeah.
Hardline.
Hardline. The good old.
Hardline.
Oh, mate, right. That was a. Did you
watch Hardline?
No, I've not seen it.
Neither did you. You didn't finish it.
I did. I watched it when I come in.
I've not
You didn't finish it.
I watched the runs that I missed when I come in
Did you?
from being in A&E. Most of it. Yeah.
What was that?
That
was a different story. Yeah, that was
story.
Yeah. Well, me and him, and you for like part of it, watched it, and it was bloody good. Adam Brayton.
Oh, mate, gas to flat.
Yeah, he started off because he got a puncture in his quali, meaning he would start at the bottom of the field.
Yeah, the seeding runs
for the DNF. But because of that meant he was the first one to go, and he usually comes on the higher end of the field.
Later on down.
Yeah, usually. Yeah. So like from the get go, he spent about a good half an hour, 40 minutes on the hot seat.
So like current leader gets to sit on the hot seat, don't they? In the
okay.
And nobody came close.
As the riders change places, they all move around. Honestly, I hope he had factor 50 on. That's what Rob Warner was saying. He's been sat there for that long. And like, so say if there's like 27 riders in the field, and you're going to place like top 5.
Yeah.
Those top 5 riders are going to come down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 last. Right? So if you've like stole the podium by being out of position because of a seeding like problem,
you sat there all day.
It's like, come take it off me.
Get your ass on
And it was so cool seeing him sat there just bright and just like chill. I was probably going, if you do what I mean, like that. And every time a rider come down, he's still sat there. He's like, he's getting better and better.
Yeah,
so like, big up the old dog.
Oh yeah, and eventually they all, they got closer and closer and closer. Then he got overtaken, and then it came down to the last 3. And I believe 3rd place was a Colombian. Don't quote me on that.
He was one of the
fast one.
Urban down.
Yeah, he was 3rd place.
The one after the prototype.
Yes. And then it came down to the final 2, which were Bernard Kerr and Ronan Dunn.
Yeah.
And like,
did you see that?
Honest, right? And like, you know me, I'm quite a big fan of Kerr.
Friend of the show.
Absolutely. However,
big up BK Sport. Honestly, we've relied on his coverage whilst we were out about.
Watching all the vids.
Really, like, honestly, it was boss. Like.
It was well good. But like, he started off, and I think it got in his head a little bit. The fact that Ronan took Tazzy from him because he got 2nd place and Ronan got 1st. And then he was like, I'm not letting him have it this time.
It's kind of Bernard's event as well, isn't it? Hardline.
He's won it 3 times. That's the most anybody's ever won.
So he's like 33% of all Hardlines up to this year. Wow.
Yeah.
Like 3 out of 9.
And then Ronan done him in the seeding by 2.5 seconds. And then it dried, but seeding was wet. And then it dried out. So times just started coming down. Adam Brayton got 2 seconds off of Ronan Dunn's seeding time, dry, and then I think he was about 5 seconds behind Ronan, so everybody just then started coming 5 seconds faster. Ronan Kerr set off. He was in his head at the start. Even the commentator said you were there, and they were like, we think Kerr's just kind of set off and got in his head, got emotional about it rather than thinking strategically. And he overrode, rode a bit janky. He was still fast, but coming through this first split gate, he was 1/8 down.
Wow.
It was almost 2 seconds down.
No one could get under Brayton at that first split until like late into the run.
And then from the first split, Kerr just was like, he calmed down, and because obviously you can hear it on the loudspeakers all over the place. And so it was like 1/8. What? 1/8. Slowly, every split he just keeps going, keeps cutting it down. Second to last split, he's up 2.2.
Oh,
Last split in you know, right, so you come out the
Cannon.
and the splits before that,
Yeah.
he was 2.2 up. Between the cannon and the finish gate, he gained 0.3.
Oh my God.
The speed.
From being behind as well.
No.
At the first.
From being 2 seconds behind to being half a second up. And like,
We'll have a watch of some of the runs, right?
Ridiculous.
So the start of the week, they're like guinea pig and everything, like ticking off the things and walking it, and they can barely walk, and it's
sliding down.
And then like they're riding them bit by bit, and they're like, and there was a lot of like going on like across the field, right? So like Sunday, you watch the final runs, and they've just like stuck it in top, and they don't even break for anything. It's like that. And you're like, you couldn't walk down that 2 days ago, and they just like jumping, just sending, and you're like
wheel jumping down.
Literally mind boggling.
Go back to the dude that was in the hot seat. That was there for how long?
Brayton. He was there
most of the afternoon.
Most of the afternoon.
Where did he go?
I don't know.
Was it like 5th or 6th? I know like the Colombian was one of the first ones to get under his first split because he looked like he was going over the bars on that rock drop into the
Adam Brayton.
Adam Brayton. You wasted your bloody time there, mate.
Friend of the show, we met him at Duffy.
Okay. Spent all that time in the chair and didn't finish up.
We did in the race, mate.
Sorry, mate.
Big
Not good
fisherman.
enough.
He's like, his race kit has got like waders. We look like waders.
Yeah, it doesn't say online.
Gas to Flat as well, great YouTube channel.
But yeah, it was. And then Ronan Dunn.
Keeping the seat warm.
Straight
That's
from.
what you did. 30, 40 minutes.
Brilliant run. You know what I mean? Gained it, bit sketchy in the top, gained it all back on the rest of the course. Ronan, from the get-go, like I said to you, when you came in, it was one of them runs that if you couldn't see the time in the corner, you'd be going, oh, he's already lost it from the get-go. Yeah. But it was so effortless and so
surgical.
It was balletic, you know what I mean? Hit every pop, and like on Rebel
2-2 or no 2-2?
No 2-2. But on his it's all close enough. But like on the Rebel Bike Instagram page, he got his head cam footage of it.
Right.
And honest to God, it's an expensive camera, so it's very still, but you can just see the bike coming up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. The perspective constantly changing. It's like him and the bike are doing so much.
High camera angle usually makes everything look less speed and less fast.
Yeah.
But even that, you're like, oh, flat.
I wouldn't hit that anyway. I wouldn't hit that from looking at the GoPro view.
There's stuff that for me to climb down, I need ropes. Do you know what I mean? And then he's going.
They jump down some of it.
And you're like, how have you done that? Do you know what I mean?
Ridiculous.
Bonkers.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So well done, Ronan Dunn.
Yeah, loving your work.
3 back-to-back wins. He won Poland, he won Tasmania, and he won Wales.
So how long did you spend in that seat?
So hit us up downstairs, Ronan. Leave us a comment, and we'll send you some Redline all the time stickers out.
Friend of the show.
For your Red Bull helmet, man. He's got his Red Bull helmet as well. So like, I know it's missing obviously a couple of things. One of them being a Redline all the time sticker. So Ronan, let us know, and we'll send you some stickers.
Yeah, baby.
Like that's enough. Right, speaking of our future stars, Ruben. Have you been catching up?
Yeah.
Ruben.
Yeah.
Oh my word, the manual king. Are you like that?
Suey's everywhere.
Just like Suey's manual, like that dude.
Got a new bike last week.
Yeah, he got a Samson.
Yeah, looks cool.
Nice forks up front.
Yeah, I know. I thought I was like a big pair of forks, down like proper forks. Not of your rock shocks.
So yeah, mate, keep it up. Looking good in the UK as well. I noticed he's like race prepared. He did well at the Style Cop downhill again, didn't he?
Something like that.
Yeah, he had another good result there. So keep on coming, man. Keep pounding the local, and like the results are starting to come. And we're loving your work. Watching manual along like that. Never get bored of that, mate. Yeah. I've always wished I could do that.
Yeah, 100%.
And one other thing which I need to talk to you about more after the show is our good friend, Mr. Snooty. Yes.
Oh, this is bloody brilliant! I forgot about this.
Snoot, I'm going to give you a shout, mate.
We have a proposition.
We have a project for you, mate.
I don't know nothing
It's
about
totally custom. We're not going to talk any more about
no
it.
idea,
But it's
I forgot about
killer.
this. You
It's
know.
absolutely killer. I need you to paint something for me, mate. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be into this.
You'll love it.
Big up Snoots. Big up our
Cherries. You'll know what I mean.
Cherries. Big up the sponsors, Lonard, Monkeys, Obsidian Jewels, the Atlas Forge people. We are dead lucky we got loads of cool supporters. You guys for watching. It's been a long one tonight.
It has, yeah, we've gone on a little bit.
I think we've caught up on everything. Thanks for being along, and until next time, keep it Redline. We got it better at that.
I just wait.